Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, my team of the highest light and resonance, thank you for raising me out of my bed. Thank you for this blessed Shango Thursday. Divine masculine, make it hot. Divine feminine, make it hot. I said, Spirit, make it pop. What's up, my Aries? How are you? We just had your moon that passed. One thing I will say to you, though, is like, over you guys. I got no time for you, Aries. I'll tell you that. I don't want to hear it from you. Okay? Nothing to be crying about. Right? Because you either did it to yourself because you're too nice, or you did it to yourself because you weren't nice enough. But hold that. You feel me? We have surrendered to the divine, full moon energy. So how was that for you on the Monday, right? The 6th energy that passed last week, right? Time for healing. Communication is key. Your commitment's being tested, right? So divine was asking you to come up out of that shell of yours in your own little way, because your emotions are very boggled up in those essence, and said, hey, time to communicate, right? Your commitments being to conclusions are within reach, right? It's like taking charge, but not really believing in yourself that you're actually in charge, because you don't want to participate, although there's always a leader. And if you're not the leader, which you always want to be, but if you're not, then you're participating, still supposed to communicate, is what I'm getting in here, right? So divine was just telling you to surrender regardless, right? Surrender regardless. And did you? Manifesting miracles, right? I'm seeing it'd be a miracle, right, to get you to talk, is what I'm seeing in here, right? Transformation. Thank you, Zekio, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. Yeah, right? Come up out of this. Signs from heaven, right? So have you been getting any synchronicities? Leap of faith. Have you getting any messages? Signs from heaven? Any feathers? Any intuitive talks? Whispers in your ear? Right? Somebody even just telling you something about the beauty around you, right? Somebody, the last person that told you that you're beautiful, right? That was a sign, right? I don't know how that resonates, but some of you guys, like, you're not hearing even just certain things about you, right? Maybe you have a partner, maybe your loved ones around you, maybe you're trying to dress to impress, maybe you don't have to dress to impress, and that's what you feel like you're doing, and you're like, so nobody can see what you, like, you want, you, it's like you're, like, there's a scream here for something, some attention in here, right? The last person that told you you're beautiful, right? 32, nectar of life, yeah. Again, signs from heaven, yeah. This could be a passed over loved one. I'm getting more passed over, like, they're trying to tell you something, or there's a message for you from a past one. They're communicating something to you, right? And sometimes we don't like what we hear, but we're gonna have to take it in, and that's what I'm hearing with you. You're gonna have to take this one in, right? The truth shall set you free. And what's supporting you right now is it's like belonging, right? The commitment energy that I'm seeing on the table here that can transform, or that has essence of being a problem, risk, right? Some people like, right? It's all fun and games until it's time to sign on a dotted line, or when it's time to maybe tell the truth, or surrender, right? It's like this risk would have you belonging, or put you in the right spot, or like, or you're not in the right spot, and it's a risk, but it's like you're being communicated, like there's a foundation here, right? Here we go. Air. Yeah, confidence, right? When you don't believe in yourself, you don't take it out on the world, right? Spirit's like, surrender to me. There's something sweeter when you surrender to me, right? This is just simply giving to, like, being like, power, yeah, right? Wisdom, yeah. I'm seeing like agree to disagree, right? Knowing when you're right, knowing when you're wrong, right? Two-faced energy in here growing, right? There's some growing past this, right? Like you don't belong in this type of way of communicating, is what I see in this past month here, right? Something about your communication here. You don't. It's like you're wiser than this, right? There you are, Aries, right? Firm foundation. It's like taking a risk, right? This could also have been you taking a risk and sacrificing to get the things that you want in this past season, right? Right, mental conflict, right? And you're sitting here now and you're like, okay, what to do again? Things are burning inside. You want to, like harmony could be, right? Some type of relationship here gone, right? Right? Emotional withdrawal, yeah. Some relationship here is, right? Moving on, right? Emotional withdrawal, right? This is the power of you can't take back words, right? You gotta watch what you say, right? And sometimes if you don't think about it, what you say can come into fruition, or because of what you said, things are not coming into fruition. And what I see here is whatever is not being said, or what, right? In a certain way, heart chakra, or mostly what was said. I'm feeling there's a suffering in here. It's like very confident that this is like, you know what I mean? You have to give this up. Right? Something has to be given up. Moving on. Right? Yeah. Transformation. Rest and rejuvenation. Hope. Stand your ground. Right? This is also giving me like same, like same different day. Like, you're not gonna get this, you're gonna always have the same results, right? Or just literally thinking like, you're gonna hope, like this is how many times has this worked out for you? That's what I'm saying. Or has this worked out, right? And then once again, here's another sign, right? So what are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like, this is what this month is. And when the Scorpio season is coming up, you have a good chance of right, here we go. And I saw that your Scorpios right here. The transformation energy is right here. I think that was the surrender, right? So this full moon was the surrender, and I think it's also to surrender any, if you can go back and take it and remember those ones that you were rejecting, any past communication that was good for you, and then any future communication coming in that you may not want to hear that is good for you. It's going to put you in that real place of belonging. It's like taking a risk to shut up and hear it, taking a risk to actually surrender to the divine. So you can get this bag here that I see, or at least this balance again, right? But there's a standing your ground here, right? You're feeling a chakra, throat chakra, but listening. You see this? Listening, coming out, right? Spirits already sees this, right? Peace here with the crown, and you rule the crown, right? So peace can be restored, I feel, right? Psychic development seen, right? Do you see it? Are you seeing it? Are you hearing it? Right? Right? Your personal power. Right? There's a rebirth. You have a rebirth in here. Soul healing. And the situations and the things that I see here at hand, I feel like it's not a quick fix, but I'm seeing a quick heal, right? It's just a quick heal, right? Like the surgery might be long, or it might have to be a little two-part, right? But when you think about the recovery process and the healing, you're like, oh, that was a good, like, I feel like this, like the situation, or the situation that I see here, this emotional loss, this thing that has you at rest, whatever this is, it's like once you get this over with, and this risk that I feel like is on the line here, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna end with an animal for you. And I love you, my Aries. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell. Learn from the past. Elephant in the room. Give it gratitude and grace. Turkey spirit. Yeah, this Thanksgiving. Like, what were you thankful for? Right? Spirit, let spirit be your guide. Right? It's like, were you grateful? Were you thankful? Right? Learn from your past. Right? And I'm seeing this elephant in your room. Spirit has your back. Right? Surrender down. Spirit's been trying to tell you what to do for a second. If you've been asking, or if you ask, or somebody might tell you. It's what I'm saying, like, right? Listen. Alright? Listen. I don't know why I feel like I'm not done with you though. So it's like, let's see if they're really listening. Alright? That's what it is. Let's see if you're really listening. Alright? What are they supposed to be taking in here? What is a surrender for my Aries? Alright? Because there's no half-assing with you. Right? But there's something here where it's like, if you really take this in, like this should, like, this has happened before, and this one should be it, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, the Fool, yeah, you could work your way out of this, yeah, Scorpio energy here, the Fool, eight of Pentacles, you could work your way out of this, right? It's just that your mastermind and your little way, like what you may reject as form as advice or help, or right. It may not be the power move that you think, but it will be a powerful move if you listen to it. Right. That's what I'm hearing. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 But if you're gonna be mean about it too, you know what I mean? Come on. You gotta bring a little bit of a gentle touch in here. Is what I'm saying. Right? Can't be whatever this is. You have to listen. Watch your face. Watch your face. Watch your fears when you're listening. Okay? Because that might give it away. Here we go again. The Fool's card and the Eight of Pentacles. Right? If you're looking for work again, like, yeah, get over this and work is gonna come back in. Like, if that's you're gonna, this work energy, like, when it comes with the frame of mind, Spirit's like, yeah, you're not, you and your mud self, he's not letting you back out there in certain ways. But what you're working on, right, in your solitude, it's about, like, you know what I mean? Make sure you have good intentions and right and don't level up off of hitting guilt and shame, right? Level up, right, in your solitude off of knowing that you too can make mistakes. My Aries. Love you. Ashe.